Hey, I'm Dr. Nick Delgado with Dr. Ron Klatz, president of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine. You're the doctor who coined the phrase anti-aging. Tell me about this conference. I know it's exciting. You've got an incredible turnout. So what's going to happen here today?
Well, you're right. You're right, Dr. Nick. It's all my fault.
I know it is. This is a good thing, though.
Well, this is our 24th year, soon to be our 25th year. And in all this time, we've trained over 150,000 doctors from 120 countries around the world in the new science of anti-aging and regenerative medicine. And everyone knows that, this is the next paradigm. This is the way all medicine will be practiced in the not too distant future. And I mean not too distant. I mean it's happening right now. And I'll tell you, when I started 25 years ago, had no belief at all that I would live to see the time when life expectancy had a very good probability of hitting 100 years of age and beyond. But that's what it is for some subpopulations right now who are following the anti-aging lifestyle. And everyone else is catching up. So this stuff is working, and it's becoming the standard, not just of the industry, but the standard of all medicine around the world.
Well, I know your futuristic views. You're also heading up a talk show podcast about immortality. Tell me about
Immortality Now. Yes, that's at www.worldhealth.net. And Immortality Now is a short interview. We try and get scientists and practicing clinicians from around the world who are doing interesting things, whether it be nanotechnology or stem cell therapies or regenerative medicine, new drug therapies, or just have a different way of approaching the issues that cause human aging. And by getting the inside scoop, if you will, from the top physicians who are practicing this medicine, we get to bring you answers, and that's what counts. And these are answers that are actionable. These are answers that will change your life and that will give you a good shot at that 100-year-plus lifespan.
Dr. Klatz, my goal is to break the all-time world record for healthy aging. Jean Calumet, 122 years of age. Following the steps that you teach, do you think I'm going to do it?
Without a doubt. I mean, well, I know you are involved in some dangerous sports. I know that you're a risk taker, but that aside, okay, if you don't get whacked by a jealous husband, or in a sports car, or jumping off a mountain somewhere with a parachute that doesn't quite work to specification, I am absolutely convinced you're going to see 100 and probably 120 and beyond. I mean, right now in cats, rats, dogs, roundworms, planaria, fruit flies, we can see the equivalent of 140 to 180 human lifespan. And in lower animals, over 300-year equivalent of human lifespan. So if we can do it in all these lab animals, why can we not do it in people? Well, the answer is we can, and we will. And we're very close to that happening. There are miracles, what we would call miracles, happening every day. And that's the miracle of the new science of anti-aging medicine. These things are coming fast and furious. And now, finally, thank God, the pharmaceutical companies, the people in Wall Street, and the people in Silicon Valley are waking up to the fact that this science is, in fact, actionable. It's real. It works. And it works very, very well. And they're investing with their pocketbooks. In the last couple of years, the investment directly into anti-aging technology from people like Google, Johnson & Johnson, AstraZeneca, Mayo Clinic, major players, Facebook, Bezos, Jeff Bezos and Amazon. I mean, major players has exceeded $12 billion, and it's just going up from there.
Dr. Klatz, in the early days, Nathan Pritikin was ostracized because of his belief that a whole foods diet without adding a lot of processed oils and greases and sugars and things, that along with exercise and meditation might very well improve the quality of life and reduce the risk of premature death. Of course, you have one of the guest speakers, Dr. Michael Greger, and he's speaking on How Not to Die, his New York Times best-selling book. You have some of the who's who, the best of the best, and I know you were ostracized about about your beliefs about bioidentical hormones and herbs and really taking it to that next level. And now you're talking about stem cells and mitochondria. And what's next? This is pretty exciting stuff.
Oh, it is exciting stuff. And the ostracism, unfortunately, is not scientific. It's not a scientific argument. The science is very clear. It works or it doesn't work. The ostracism comes from someone with vested interests. And unfortunately, when you have a vested interest in drug A, you don't want drug B to come along, especially if drug B works. And what we do works. And so that's been the controversy. The controversy has been almost 100% political, not scientific. And we're just fortunate enough that we've lived through it, and the truth will finally out. Sometimes it takes 20 years, as in our case. Sometimes it takes longer. Frankly, I'm just happy that it only took 20 years for it to happen, and now that we're moving into our 25th year, it's all happy days because people are living longer, they're enjoying life more than they ever have before, and the limits on aging are breaking apart. They're just being destroyed every day. And so now I'm looking at beautiful women in their 70s. I'm looking at captains of industry in their 90s. I'm looking at people in their hundreds who are living a full and happy life. And there's really no end in sight. The science is strong. The technology is strong. And thank you, Dr. Nick Delgado, for helping to inform the public as to how well these technologies truly do work and what the scientific basis of this is. Because in the end, the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, A4M, is only interested in one thing, and that's a longer, healthier, happier lifespan for all people, and we are only interested in what works.
That can help reduce the national debt for medical costs rising. It could help reduce the premature incidence of disease and the ever-increasing cost that's affecting everyone's pocketbook now.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's an ounce of prevention is worth 100 tons of cure, okay? Well, it would be okay if it was cure. Unfortunately, it's not. Our healthcare system is based on palliative care, which is simply take a pill so you don't feel the pain, you don't notice the symptom, not cure the disease. Whereas anti-aging medicine is based almost entirely on looking for a cure for a disorder. You know, it's the cure that counts. And anti-aging medicine, which is looking for a cure, that is looking even more so to prevent disease, is so economical in the long run. We've done some major analysis of the U.S. healthcare budget, and over a 10-year period, the savings to U.S. healthcare budget would be on the low end $3, and this is a T, trillion dollars.
Wow.
So I hope that people in the new Trump presidential administration are listening to that, because the dollars that can be saved into health care so that all people can enjoy the benefits of optimum health care is in the trillions. And so it's a much better way than following the old methods of Obamacare, which are really just disease-based health care and the insurance around disease-based health care, which is completely unaffordable and will bankrupt America, whereas anti-aging medicine will not just make America great again, it will make medicine great again, and the cost savings are phenomenal. So tell your friends about about worldhealth.net, www.worldhealth.net, the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, and how this new focus on a new paradigm of preventive medicine can save America trillions of dollars and provide top quality health care for every man, woman, and child in this country.
Finally, Dr. Klatz, for people who are skeptical and they think they're healthy, they appear to look healthy, and yet they pass their physical and then they drop dead of a heart attack or stroke or develop cancer. What do you think about doing oxidative stress and blood morphology to show people the actual level of their cellular health? I'm astonished that more doctors aren't aware of this technology, but you've been a fan of it for years, I understand.
Oh, I believe in microscopy. It's an easy technique for the clinician to do. It provides a lot of information, and from a patient point of view, it's seeing is believing. and being able to convince a patient that he has to make a change in his lifestyle, a change in his diet, to eat better, to even just take his pills on a regular basis. Compliance is everything. And I find that this type of technology with microscopy has a very powerful effect on the patient. It changes, something clicks in when they see it themselves on the big TV screen. And so I believe in blood morphology for that reason alone. The other fact is it's very scientific and very reproducible science, and for that reason it works as well. But it's not just blood morphology and microscopy. It's also the new forms of MRI, the 3 Tesla MRI technology that can scan you from head to toe for a very reasonable price, and can spot cancers at their very earliest stage, Alzheimer's at their very earliest stage, heart disease at the very earliest stage. And if you know that you have a disease process ongoing, oftentimes cancer takes 7 years before it manifests itself. Heart disease can take 20 years before it manifests itself. Okay, if you know you have a disease process that's ongoing, you can now take action. You can take steps, and curing a disease is so much easier in stage 1. Almost all diseases, including cancer, are curable. 95% curable at least, most 100% curable if caught at stage 1. And so technologies like blood morphology with microscopy, 3 Tesla MRI, some of the new advanced biomarkers from the laboratory. These are all monies that are very well spent on preventive health care, and they can enhance someone's quality of life and, frankly, increase the quantity of their life as well.
We're adding a technology by your encouragement, and that is to put a simple device on your iPhone or Android, and you can magnify the blood now and see oxidative stress right there from your own phone.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it's arriving later today.
Okay, great. I'll be back. Well, thank you, Dr. Nick.
Thank you so much,
God
Dr. Ron
bless.
Platz. God bless you too.